What if I told you that there was a construction project so massive, so technologically advanced, that it was making even the US seem stuck in the past? Hidden behind layers of secrecy, this project is a glimpse into a future no one thought possible, until now. Today, we discover how China is building what many experts call the infrastructure of the next century, right before our eyes. Number 12. Tunnel boring machine mastery. China's tunnel boring machines are mechanical monsters that make underground construction look like child's play. These machines are hundreds of feet long and capable of boring multi-lane highway tunnels in a single pass through solid rock and earth. The size alone is incredible, but the real advantage comes from Chinese engineering innovations that make these machines work in conditions that would destroy other boring equipment. Chinese tunnel boring machines are built specifically for the challenging terrain found throughout the country, from soft soil to hard rock, underwater conditions to extreme depths. Many of these machines feature modular designs that make transportation and assembly much easier than traditional boring equipment. The artificial intelligence integration takes efficiency to completely new levels, allowing these machines to adjust their boring parameters automatically based on soil conditions, optimize cutting speeds, and prevent problems before they occur. The precision is remarkable. These machines can bore tunnels with tolerances measured in millimeters over distances of many kilometers. While other countries struggle with tunnel projects that take years to complete and often run into major problems, China's tunnel boring machines power through underground construction like it's routine maintenance work. The speed and reliability advantages have made China the world leader in underground infrastructure development. Number 11. AICT 3D Printed Park. Covering an astounding 59,449 square feet, the AICT 3D printed park proves that entire recreational spaces can be created using nothing but massive 3D printing machines and concrete. Every single element in this park was printed layer by layer, from the smallest decorative details to the largest structural components. The benches where visitors sit, the sculptures they admire, even the flower beds and retaining walls, all created by robotic printers working with concrete like an artist works with clay. The shapes achieved through this process are simply stunning. Flowing, wave-like designs blend seamlessly into each other, creating organic forms that would be nearly impossible to achieve with traditional construction methods. The entire aesthetic feels futuristic yet natural, like visiting a park designed by aliens with perfect taste. Construction time was absolutely revolutionary. The entire massive park was completed in just 2.5 months. Traditional construction methods would have taken years to achieve similar results if they could achieve them at all. The cost savings were equally impressive, proving that 3D printing isn't just faster and more flexible, it's also more economical. This park represents the future of public spaces, where imagination is the only limit to what can be built.
I have a question for you. First, I would like to say that it is possible to follow the greatest curiosities of our world every day. But to do so, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, are you already subscribed? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Also, take the opportunity to like the video, so YouTube will recommend more videos from our channel. So leave your like right now. And now that you have done that, let's go!
Number 10. 3D Printed Pedestrian Bridge. Stretching 86 feet across Shanghai's landscape, this 3D printed pedestrian bridge holds the world record as the largest structure of its kind ever created using additive manufacturing. 2 robotic arms worked for just 450 hours to create this engineering marvel, proving that even major infrastructure can be printed like a desktop model. The bridge features gorgeous wave-like facades along its sides, creating an aesthetic that perfectly matches its innovative construction method. The main structure consists of 44 hollow concrete units printed with incredible precision, while the handrails required an additional 66 carefully crafted components. Every piece fits together perfectly, creating a seamless structure that's both beautiful and functional.
The printing process itself was mesmerizing to watch. Two mechanical arms dancing around each other, depositing concrete in perfect patterns that gradually built up into a complete bridge. Traditional bridge construction would have required months of work, heavy machinery, and significant disruption to the surrounding area. The 3D printing approach eliminated most of these problems while creating something far more visually striking than conventional designs. This project proves that China isn't just using 3D printing for small decorative items, they're using it to revolutionize major infrastructure projects that millions of people will use every day.
Number 9. Kila Power Station. Perched high in the mountains where temperatures plummet to minus 30 degrees, the Kila Power Station represents China's commitment to renewable energy under the harshest conditions imaginable. This isn't your typical power plant built on flat ground with perfect weather. The extreme altitude, freezing temperatures, and brutal winds would make most engineers pack up and go home. China built a technological masterpiece instead. Spanning 170 million square feet, this facility combines solar and hydroelectric power in ways that seemed impossible just decades ago. The hybrid system generates a full gigawatt of renewable electricity, enough to power entire cities. Building at such extreme heights required completely new approaches to construction and maintenance. Every component had to be designed to survive conditions that would destroy traditional equipment. The logistics alone were nightmarish, transporting massive solar panels and hydroelectric turbines up mountain roads that barely exist. Yet China made it work through sheer determination and innovative thinking. This power station proves that renewable energy isn't limited to perfect conditions and ideal locations. When other countries make excuses about terrain and weather, China builds solutions that work anywhere.
Number 8. Mini Sky City. Back in 2015, China accomplished something that sounds like pure science fiction. They built a complete 670-foot skyscraper in just 19 days flat. Not months, not weeks, days. The Mini Sky City project turned traditional construction timelines upside down and made the world take notice. This wasn't some rushed job either. The 57-story building was constructed using modular techniques that work exactly like giant Lego blocks. Every single piece was prefabricated with surgical precision, ready to snap into place the moment it arrived on site. The speed was absolutely mind-blowing to witness. While other countries spend years planning and building similar structures, China made it look effortless. Teams worked around the clock, assembling floors faster than most people assemble furniture. The same company behind this miracle is now planning something even more audacious, a 220-story tower using identical methods. That's nearly 4 times taller than their current record. The construction industry worldwide watched in amazement as China proved that building upward doesn't have to take forever.
Number 7. Foison Foundation Cultural Center. Architecture usually stays perfectly still, but the Foison Foundation Cultural Center breaks that rule in the most beautiful way possible. This building features kinetic facades that move constantly, creating a structure that literally changes its appearance throughout the day. The movement is so subtle that you might not notice it at first glance, but every time you look back, something is shifted. Time-lapse footage reveals the true magic, layers of material flowing like ocean waves across the building's exterior. The facades serve multiple practical purposes beyond their stunning visual impact. Depending on what's happening inside, the moving panels can reveal or hide different parts of the building. They can open up views of the river to the east or the cityscape to the west. For special events, the facades become part of the performance itself, creating dynamic backdrops that change with the show. The engineering required to make this work safely and smoothly is incredibly complex. Every moving part must be perfectly balanced and maintained. The building becomes a living piece of art that never looks exactly the same twice. This represents China's vision of architecture as something dynamic and responsive, not just static structures that sit unchanged for decades.
Number 6. Super high-speed rail track laying. While other countries struggle to maintain their existing rail systems, China is laying new high-speed tracks using fully automated systems that work faster than human crews ever could.
The super high-speed rail track laying system includes rail sorters, push roller recovery vehicles, and tractors, all controlled by artificial intelligence and working in perfect coordination. These massive machines carry every component needed for track construction. Ballasts, spikes, rails, and fastening systems all get placed automatically with millimeter precision. Human intervention is minimal, limited mainly to supervision and quality control checks. The results are absolutely remarkable. These systems can lay 2 kilometers of completed track every single day. That's not just placing rails, but creating finished, ready-to-use high-speed rail infrastructure that trains can run on immediately. China is developing even more advanced systems that will work continuously, day and night, achieving even faster construction speeds. The automation eliminates human error, weather delays, and coordination problems that slow down traditional track-laying operations. Every component gets placed in exactly the right position every time, creating rail systems with tolerances that human workers could never achieve. This technology is revolutionizing how transportation infrastructure gets built, proving that automation can handle even the most complex and demanding construction tasks.
Number 5. Sponge City Landscaping. Picture cities that actually get thirsty and drink up every drop of rain that falls. China turned this wild idea into reality with Sponge City Landscaping, and the results are absolutely mind-blowing. These aren't your typical concrete jungles where water runs off into storm drains and disappears forever. Instead, Chinese engineers created urban environments that work like giant natural sponges, soaking up rainfall and storing it for later use. Rain gardens, green roofs, wetlands, and sunken gardens blend seamlessly into city designs, creating beautiful spaces that serve multiple crucial functions. The sidewalks themselves are specially designed to let water seep through instead of creating flooding problems. When heavy rains hit these cities, something magical happens. The water doesn't cause chaos and flooding like it does everywhere else. Instead, it gets absorbed into the urban landscape, refilling underground water supplies and creating temporary reservoirs that prevent disasters. The Hanley Stormwater Park demonstrates this perfectly, functioning as both a recreational space and a sophisticated water management system. Shanghai's Lingang Sponge City Zone and the Zhuhai Henshin Free Trade Zone prove this technology works on massive scales. These cities actually become healthier and more resilient with every rainstorm, while traditional cities around the world continue drowning in their own drainage problems.
Number 4. Dalian Jinswan Airport Island. Building airports on land is so yesterday. China decided to build one floating on water instead, and the result will be the largest offshore airport in the entire world. The Dalian Jinswan Airport isn't being built on existing land or even on a natural island. Chinese engineers literally created an artificial island from scratch just to put an airport on it. Construction began back in 2011, and this engineering marvel is set to open this year, proving that China can build literally anywhere they want. The logistics of this project are absolutely staggering. Every single piece of construction material had to be transported by boat to the middle of the ocean. Workers had to deal with waves, salt water, and weather conditions that would shut down any normal construction site. The foundation work alone required techniques that didn't exist when the project started, forcing engineers to invent new methods as they went along. The environmental challenges were enormous. Building in the ocean without destroying marine ecosystems required revolutionary approaches to construction waste and environmental protection. When this airport opens, passengers will experience something completely unique, taking off and landing surrounded by water in every direction. The visual impact will be stunning, but the real achievement is proving that human engineering can create functional infrastructure anywhere on Earth, even in the middle of the ocean.
Number 3. Hanley Shikumen Complex Relocation. When China needed to build underground infrastructure beneath a historic building complex, they faced a seemingly impossible choice. Most countries would either cancel the project or demolish the historic structure. China chose a third option that sounds like something from a superhero movie. They literally walked the entire building away. The Hanley Shikumen complex weighs an incredible 8,270 tons, roughly equivalent to 60 blue whales. Using advanced robotic hydraulic jacks, Chinese engineers lifted this massive structure and moved it step by step to a new location. The building essentially walked on mechanical legs while remaining completely intact. Underground construction teams then built the subway connections, shopping centers, and parking facilities they needed. Once finished, the entire complex walked back to its original position like nothing ever happened. This wasn't just engineering, it was architectural choreography on an unprecedented scale. The precision required was absolutely staggering. One wrong calculation could have destroyed a piece of cultural history forever. Instead, China proved that progress and preservation can work hand in hand. This project showed the world that impossible problems just need impossible solutions.
Number 2. The Angie Culture and Art Center. The Angie Culture and Art Center pushes architectural boundaries with a roof design that seems to defy gravity itself. The structure features a bamboo leaf-inspired design that appears to float weightlessly above the building, creating an optical illusion that amazes visitors from every angle. The undulating white metal panels catch light differently throughout the day, making the roof seem alive and constantly changing. This isn't just beautiful architecture, it's also incredibly practical. The building incorporates an innovative rainwater collection and reuse system that passively cools the entire structure. Every drop of rain becomes part of the building's environmental control system, reducing energy costs while maintaining perfect interior conditions. The massive scale of this project is staggering. 1,291,000 square feet of space that combines sustainability with breathtaking design. Construction is scheduled to complete this year, making it one of the most anticipated architectural achievements in modern history. The floating roof effect required advanced engineering to achieve safely, with hidden support systems that provide strength without compromising the visual magic. This building proves that sustainable design doesn't mean sacrificing beauty or innovation. China continues to show that the future of architecture lies in combining environmental responsibility with stunning aesthetics that inspire everyone who sees them.
Number 1. Inflatable construction domes. Construction sites are notorious for creating noise pollution and dust clouds that irritate entire neighborhoods. China solved this age-old problem with a brilliantly simple innovation. They put construction sites inside giant inflatable bubbles. These massive air domes completely surround construction areas, creating sealed environments that contain all the chaos inside. The result is revolutionary for urban construction. No more dust escaping into the surrounding air, no more construction noise driving residents crazy at all hours. Everything stays contained within the inflatable barrier, where advanced filtration systems clean the air before releasing it. The technology works so well that construction can happen right next to schools, hospitals, and residential areas without causing disruption. Workers inside these domes can focus on their jobs without worrying about environmental impact. The domes themselves are engineering marvels, designed to withstand strong winds and weather while maintaining perfect internal conditions. This innovation proves that China thinks about construction differently, not just how to build faster, but how to build better for everyone involved. Other countries are still struggling with the same old noise and dust problems that China solved years ago.
Still curious? Then don't stop now. The next mystery is already waiting for you. Just click the video on screen. I saved it just for you. See you there, curious one.